This is Rio de la Vista, and I'm here at Charlie Ewing's studio, south of Manassas, Colorado, and we're here today to talk about his participation in the upcoming Keep the Rio Grande Grand art show and sale, the benefit for the Rio Grande Headwaters Land Trust. It'll be on Saturday, August 15th in South Fork, Colorado at the South Fork Community Center, 6 to 8 p.m. So Charlie was a participant in our first art show last year, and we're glad to have you back again this year.
Thank you. Yeah, glad to be here.
It's always wonderful to come to your studio and see what you're working on. We were pleased to feature this beautiful piece in our promotional work this year.
Yeah, and, thank you for that.
Yeah, it's an extraordinary piece. These horses look like they're about to run you over. So you're a prolific painter, and maybe you can talk about how you got started as an artist in the first place.
Well, gosh, that's been so long ago, I can't remember anything. But my dad was an artist, and when he died, he had a closet full of stuff that I started off with when I went down to Chile in the Peace Corps, and that's where I got a job illustrating wildlife down in Chile, and that's where I got started, basically, and worked a couple of years after the Chilean experience there as an illustrator at the University of Washington in Seattle, and then moved down to New Mexico, back to my home state, and opened a gallery in Cimarron for a while until it burned down, and then I came to the Valley, and I've been here ever since. So.
About how long is that, should I ask?
Yeah, a few years.
Oh, a few years.
Yeah, no, it's been, let's see, I've been in the Valley here since about 76. Yeah.
So, and perhaps pretty much a full-time artist since then? Or?
Pretty much, yeah. I worked for a while with a partner as an outfitter in the South San Juans here, and which was fun, learned a lot, got close to a lot of beautiful country, but we didn't make any money, so we dropped that after about 5 years, but we still have some horses, and we still go out in the high country quite a bit, you know, and for inspiration and for painting as well as fishing and hunting.
So now you strap your easel on the back of a horse sometimes?
That's right.
Great.
Yeah, yeah. I have to say that because I ride off these horses.
Well, your paintings sure show it. I mean, a lot of your landscapes have those beautiful high country landscapes and wildlife. And
yeah. You know, painting and art in general, I think, is all about connection. You know, it's showing the connection that people have to the subjects, and whether it's wildlife or horses or plein air landscapes or figure work, whatever, the attempt is to make that connection with art. And that's what I've been trying to do for a long time. I don't know whether I've achieved it or not.
Well, I feel pretty connected when I look at your work. So, and you've been around the world with some of your artwork too.
Yeah, I've been lucky to do some traveling, both on my own hoof and with Ampersand Art Supply, the company that makes the clayboard. And so I've been to a number of countries with them and promotional deals, you know, but great opportunities to see other countries, at least a little bit.
Well, what's the clayboard? It's something you developed, right?
Yeah, clayboard was an invention of mine, and in fact, I started manufacturing it right here in an adobe shed out back. And now it's being manufactured in Austin, Texas by Ampersand Art Supply. And they're doing real well with it. That was kind of a seed panel that we used to get the company going, and now there's over, I don't know, 5 or 6 different panels that we've developed, you know, so it's an art materials company that has grown real well and doing great.
And the clayboard ends up, you scratch into it? Is that
yeah, the clayboard I use for my black and white, the India ink on clay technique, and it's an improvement on the old illustrator's scratch board technique. The improvement being in permanence and versatility and robustness, you know, for the artist that likes to attack their panel.
Okay. Well, you put a lot of oil paint on your pictures too. I mean, that's
Yeah.
your would you say you do more oil painting?
No,
these days,
it's
or
about
just
half and half.
Uh-huh.
I suppose I do more oils really because I do so many plein airs and that sort of thing. But generally, the stuff that ends up in the galleries is about half and half oils and clayboard.
And you're getting ready to open a new gallery.
That's right. It's a good time to hit that note, you know. But I'm opening a small space in Antonito, and hopefully around the end of July or so, if everything goes well.
Great.
So.
Well, that'll be another place to come enjoy your art. And
Yeah,
hopefully
you
people
bet.
traveling through this
You
area
bet.
can see it on an ongoing basis. So.
That's right.
But we're once again doing our show to benefit the Land Trust in August, and maybe you were helped not only put your art in last year, but helped us a lot in getting it set up and hanging the show and everything. And it says to me that you believe in our cause. Maybe you could talk about why that's important.
Well, it's a pleasure to be in the show, and it's always fun to get together with other artists and everybody and set up something like that. It's kind of a party atmosphere when you do that, but it's for a very good cause, and it's for a cause very similar to what I mentioned earlier about my art. It's an attempt, and the intention is to make a connection between people and the land, and in that regard, it's right down my alley, as an artist. So it's a very appropriate benefit, and it's a very appropriate way to participate in, and something that I do all the time anyway. So.
Well, we hope to keep this landscape intact for your future art and other up-and-coming artists that
You
are
bet.
inspired by the beauty.
It's a huge value, not only to artists but to everybody who comes into contact with it, and that's. But a lot of times people don't realize how valuable it is, and that's Rio's job here. Is
to Rio Grande, Edwards Land Trust, we keep busy at that. So, yeah, we're trying to see if we can keep these beautiful landscapes intact, but also the working farms and ranches, not just, because a lot of times I know some of your paintings too have, that's part of the landscape is the people and the way we inhabit it.
Yeah, very much so.
Pristine, no humans, it's really the relationship, the humans to the land too. These horses wouldn't be here if it weren't for the humans. So
yeah, right. That's true.
It. One of my favorite sayings is Jacques Cousteau says, people protect what they love. And I think your art is one of the ways we fall in love with it, because you see it through an artist's eyes, and it's oh, it is a magical place. And
just drawing attention to it. I mean, it's so easy to take your home area for granted, I think. And then all of a sudden a project like this comes along, and you pay attention to what's around a river and how important it is and how fragile it is and all this. And all of a sudden it's something that you took for granted all becomes an important aspect of your life. So it's a good project. So.
Well, we sure appreciate your help in making it happen and being part of it with your beautiful artwork, and look forward to, first of all, we should probably let people know where they can see your art online too. You have a website.
I do,
What is that address?
Just charlesewing.com.
charlesewing.com, and folks want to find out more about Keep the Rio Grande, they can go to the Land Trust website at riograndelandtrust.org, and we hope to see folks in South Fork on August 15th at the South Fork Community Center for our Keep the Rio Grande art event. Thanks so much.